guys, tell us how practices come along for Civil War week and, of course, after the loss.
Yeah, I mean, obviously after the loss, but the guys, they've been focused. You know, we've had a great, this is our last hard day of practice, so, I was excited, and the guys are having fun again, and we worked real well this week.
Have you had to step up and kind of have that conversation with guys and play the leader role and get them refocused?
Yeah, some guys, you just kind of what's going on and what's happening, and in all honesty, this is a first for me too, but as a leader, you have to show them that, we got to do what we've been doing these past, 5-6 years, and just keep doing what we're doing. Things will work out.
How do you do that? How do you communicate that?
You just, talk to them in person, or, show them on the field that you just got to keep working, or there's lots of things you can do with different players, or whatever they ask you to do.
Taylor, growing up in Oregon, did you have any allegiance growing up between Oregon and Oregon State, and why did you choose Oregon?
Well, I chose Oregon, obviously, because, it was a great school and I fell in love with it, but growing up I was a Duck fan, but coming and getting recruited here, it was a fun experience, and the coaches, players, everything, it was just a good fit for me.
How strongly did you consider the other side?
Yeah, I looked at a couple other schools. I wasn't heavily recruited, but I obviously looked at Oregon State too, and was able to, that Oregon was the right choice for me.
What are your Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah, my dad and fiance is going to come down, and they're going to take me out to have some turkey. Hopefully, we'll see.
I know you guys have the faceless opponent, but is the Oregon State game, since you're from the state, mean just a little bit more?
The faceless opponent, I guess, but as far as, this is my last home game at Autzen Stadium, so it's going to be a special game. It's going to be fun, and especially going against Oregon State. It's a fun game, and it always has been, and it's been exciting to play against these guys.
Talk about that emotion, Taylor, just how difficult it might be to go into Autzen Stadium on your last home game.
It might be. It's going to be a lot of fun for me, and I've been here for a while and played in some great games, and I'm just excited to be able to play one more time and just go out there with my teammates and my buddies and just play the game that I love.
What do you remember from your first game at Autzen Stadium?
First game at Autzen Stadium, I remember being a little nervous. the fans, and running out of the tunnel and being able to play and learn behind guys like Brandon Bear and stuff, and just it's a special moment. It hasn't changed at all.
How do you think you'll feel when you run out this last time?
I feel like I could probably feel the same way, running on the first day and running off the last day.
What would it mean to your senior class to not have lost to the Beavers as you go out?
The loss is a big deal for us, and being able to be undefeated against them is a huge accomplishment, because the Beavers, they have a quality team, and to be able to do that would be a big accomplishment for us.
You guys have had some difficulty in stopping the run game. Have you been able to pinpoint what those issues have been, and how are you fixing that or looking at that this week?
Our coaches, they did a great job, and kind of things that we kind of screwed up on, and it's either your technique or just the defense that we're playing, but just kind of go back to ground zero and figure out what's going on and play the way we have been.
That said, you go from one of the best running attacks in the country to the leading passer. How tough is that to transition on a short week?
It's not too bad, because we've obviously played some good passing teams this year, but obviously they do a really great job of getting the ball out quick, and it makes it harder for especially defensive linemen to be able to get to the quarterback. But if we can disrupt the quarterback or the DBs or whatever we can do to help those guys back in the secondary is what we're going to have to do.